All right, look what we got here. We've got a great book. It's called My Big Truck Book. This is a book full of great trucks that are used in all kinds of different businesses and applications. Farming, trucking, for fire, all kinds of different neat stuff. This is such a big book, I'm going to have to hold my camera by hand and I'm going to try and get in so you could see the photos, because I know you love trucks just like I love trucks. So if you love trucks, My Big Truck Book is for you. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that cover. Let's take a look. Look at that. There's the fire engine. They go to all the fires. We've got the big rig right there. That carries all the big heavy loads of merchandise to stores and all other kinds of fun stuff. The big, powerful bulldozer that moves dirt and helps with, construction. That is a big machine right there. And the tractor. You gotta have a tractor if you own a farm. If you're gonna grow hay or alfalfa or corn, you're gonna need a tractor. There's the tractor. Now let's go down to the next level here. The giant excavator. That is a big, big vehicle. Big machinery right there. The giant excavator moves all kinds of dirt, rock, all kinds of things. You might see them out even moving, old cars and things like that. You never know. That's a just big machine. The airport fire truck. Just in case a plane catches fire, you need a fire truck out at an airport. And there it is. There's the front of it. Fire chief truck. He's the chief. When he goes out to the fires, he tells the other firemen what to do, gives them a hand. He has his own truck. Nice red truck. Snow plow. There's a snow plow right there. That moves all the snow off the street so people can drive. When you've got snowy weather, you're going to need a snow plow. Big truck. And here's one you're going to be familiar with. The school bus. Yes, the school bus. That's a big vehicle, big truck, big bus, really. And you're going to need that to hold lots of kids to take them to school. That's a big, big bus. There's the skid steer. Another piece of equipment you see out on construction sites. The concrete mixer. You gotta have a mixer for concrete. If you're gonna pour concrete, especially a lot of it, you'll need a mixer. And there's the front of the truck. We'll probably see the whole truck in the book once we get there. But this front cover is just so neat. I wanted to show you every little picture. I wanted to show you everything on it. Because I know you love trucks and you don't want to miss out on this. And look at that. There's the giant dump truck. Big, big dump truck. That can hold a lot of dirt, a lot of rock, a lot of stuff right there. Really, really big. Look how big that front tire is. Just to get into that, you have to climb all the way up there. This is a very big vehicle. Well, let's open this up. Take a look here. First page. Construction trucks. There we go. Construction trucks. Move in here on the front there. And there's that big dump truck we were talking about. real big. Big yellow truck. You can see there's a space there for the driver to get in. Big, huge tires on that. This is a very big truck. Much bigger than any truck that you ever see out on the road. These are just huge, really big, powerful trucks that hold a lot of dirt, hold a lot of rock. Let's take a look here. And there's the giant excavator we saw. There's the whole picture of it. This is just huge. Look at that. Big, powerful piece of machinery. The big bucket on front. Nice looking blue color there. There we go. There's the skid steer right there. Let's see. There it is. Nice skid steer. You always got to have one of those out on a job site. You're going to move dirt, rocks, debris, all kinds of stuff. And then we got the dumper. There's the dumper right there. And the scraper. Saw one of those today out on a construction site. They're building a school, and that's scraping down all the land, trying to make it smooth and flat so you can build on it. And a mini excavator. That one can remove dirt, help you make ditches. That's a great one for construction sites. You've probably seen one of those before. You see them out there doing landscaping, all kinds of stuff. And the forklift. That's one of the big, powerful forklifts. You got to have a forklift if you're out on a job site, out on a construction job. You're going to be moving lots of heavy things, and the forklift can get you, the real heavy loads up to high places, just big, high spots that would take you a long time if you had to do it by hand. So that forklift is a big, big help. And that one right there probably can go 2, 3, maybe 4 stories or even higher in height, carrying a good payload, carrying a lot of weight, carrying a lot of things up there. Those 2 forks go into a pallet, and that pallet will have things on it that are going to go to the construction site, maybe roofing, going up on top of a roof. Look at there's a bulldozer. Look at that big bulldozer. Gotta love the bulldozer. That moves all kinds of dirt. Love to get out there in the dirt and just, there's the bulldozer. You gotta move it, That's fun. Look at that big yellow bulldozer. And the excavator. There's the excavator. Look at that long arm and the bucket. That could move a lot of dirt and rock too. You need that out on a construction site, especially on a big construction site. You got to dig a big area out, maybe a foundation or something for a building, that you're going to start putting in concrete or something. That excavator right there is going to do the trick. And the backhoe loader. That one, same thing. You're out on a job site, moves dirt. You got to move dirt before you start building. You got to make it nice and flat and a good surface so you can build a building on it. And that backhoe loader right there will do the trick. So let's go back here. Now right here, let's take a look at the first page we went through. Which truck can dig a giant hole? Let's go up there. Is it the dump truck? Is it the giant excavator? Is it the skid steer? Is it the dumper? Is it the scraper? Or the mini excavator? Which truck can dig a giant hole? Which one can do that? Well, I'm thinking if you want a giant hole dug, The giant excavator can do it. That one can certainly do it. But the skid steer could probably do a little bit of a hole there too, but not like the giant excavator. The mini excavator can too, but not a giant hole. And then on the second page it says, which truck can lift a load up high? Let's go back. Do you remember? There's the forklift. What did we say about the forklift? And the bulldozer. The excavator. And the backhoe loader there. Which one? I think you know. It's the forklift. The forklift. That truck can lift a load up real high. If you picked that one, you are right. Let's take a look at this second page here. See what other great trucks are there. Here we go. Farm trucks. Farm trucks. Let's see. What's the question on this page? Which farm truck has a black bucket? Well, let's take a look. There's the tractor, essential out on the farm. Then we have the tractor and disc. That cuts down all the old grass and the old things that were growing there and discs it under so you can plant a new crop. There's the forage harvester that helps load up the things that you were growing. There's the combine harvester. You can see right there it's looks like hay or wheat or something that it's got there. And that's cutting it down and making it into bales. And there's the front loader with a black bucket on the front and huge wheels. Moves dirt. And that gets us back to our question. Which farm truck has a black bucket? Is it the tractor? Is it the tractor and disc? Is it the forage harvester? The combine harvester? Oh, and there's the hay baler. We missed that one. Is it the hay baler? There's it. Or is it the front loader? I'm thinking it's the front loader, and there's the black bucket right there. Here is another tractor right here. Look at that big, beautiful tractor. Green tractor. That is a nice one. That's for doing work in some big farms, some big acreage. How do you climb into this tall tractor? Well, let's take a look. You gotta use something to get in there. What do you see? There's the door. Big glass door. Front windshield. There's an exhaust pipe where all the exhaust goes up and out. You got two headlights. Right up there, two headlights. There's the exhaust. There's another exhaust right there. You got rear view mirrors. There's rear view mirrors so you can see behind you. And there's the front, and you got the wheels. And what's this? Oh, you got a ladder right there. Well, I guess that ladder gets you right up inside. That's a big ladder. You're going to need a big ladder to get into that. That's a big tractor. Big tractor. Look at those big tires. All right, next page. Busy town trucks. Which truck is busy in the winter? Well, let's go up to the front here, up to the top. A snow plow. Well, a snow plow should be pretty busy during the winter because you're moving lots of snow. And in the winter, that's when you see snow. It's got to be the snowplow, I'm thinking, right off the bat. But let's take a look at the other ones. But look at that snowplow. There's the plow right there, moves all the snow off to the side so people can drive and get on the roads. And there's the fuel truck. Fuel truck, there's a big tank for fuel right there. Look at that truck. That's neat. Now we got the airport truck. The airport truck, that is probably moving around on, used to move luggage or maybe even move planes. It's got something that attaches to maybe a trailer, maybe to a plane, and that moves things around the airport. There's the mail truck. You've probably seen lots of mail trucks. Your mail that comes to your house. The delivery man, the postal delivery man, he puts that in the mailbox and delivers the mail all around town. And there's the vehicle he uses, a big, big van. Speaking of vans, there's a regular van. That's a van that people used to travel around, go to work, maybe go on vacations. That's a nice van. And there's the school bus. You've seen the school bus. That is a nice school bus. Big diesel motor in there. Diesel engine. That can carry a lot of kids. That's a big bus right there. All right. And what do we got here on the next page? Well, there's the telephone line repair truck. I saw one of those today, too. Saw one of those. They were repairing a phone line. And right up there's the cage. They get in here. They get up on there, and in here is a cage, and it comes dropping down. And a man can get in there, a man or a woman can get in there, and they'll go on up to a nice tall spot where the wires are, where the poles are, and they'll do their work there. Look at that. That's a powerful vehicle right there. If you look in the back, there's a spool, and there might be, telephone line or wires that they carry on that, on a trailer right behind them. Really neat. And then a delivery truck. Maybe that's like for, soda pop. Maybe they've got all kinds of different things in there. Mostly a beverage truck. On the side here, these panels move up, and there's going to be probably sodas, some other things like that in there. And they'll lift those up, and the delivery driver will come out right there, and he'll open those up and deliver them to wherever he's going. And there's the pickup truck. Who loves pickup trucks? Love pickup trucks. That's your standard truck for driving around town, using it for whatever you need. Got to pick up some lumber at the hardware store, put it in the back of the truck. Want to go out hunting with your friends? Put the dogs in the back, go out hunting. You can do a lot in a pickup truck. Those are really fun. Emergency trucks. You've probably seen these around town. If there's a fire or an emergency, these are the vehicles that you're going to see. The big trucks that come out to help people, rescue people. These are the ones. Well, right there, that's the airport fire truck. Look at that. That truck is a real big one, and up here it looks like it has a water cannon. So they can get up real high, because planes are real tall. And they could spray water from that. This will move up. It'll move up, and then it'll point out, and it'll spray water or spray foam. That's a big truck. Look at those big tires. There's a bush rig. You see those at forest fires or any fire. The equipment goes in the back here. Maybe there's axes, and there might be more emergency equipment in there. This looks like where the fuel tanks are, and you step up in here, there's the door. Paramedic truck. Now this is if there's a medical emergency. Someone falls and hurts themselves. Well, this paramedic truck will have 2 paramedics there, and they will help out, and they have all their equipment. You see these doors that open up, and they have all their different equipment in there. And then they have equipment inside. You can get inside the back. They can help you out in a tough situation. And there's the fire chief's truck. We talked about him. We had that on the front of the book. The fire chief, he's the boss. He's the one that goes out there and kind of makes sure everything's going okay, helping out all the firemen and the people, helping direct things. He's the leader. Police tow truck. You see those if there's an accident. That's a big truck. That one's for like semis. That even looks like a semi type truck right there. And that one picks up big heavy vehicles and moves them off the road, maybe to a tow yard, maybe to a body shop, someplace to get repaired and fixed, but off the road so it doesn't block up traffic. You got to remove accidents from the road so people can get to where they're going. And there, an aerial ladder truck. That's one of the big trucks that you see. That ladder extends far out. It just keeps going and going. And that can go up really high to tall buildings. And the firemen will be spraying water or rescuing people from up there, getting them into the box. There's a box there, and they get in there and bring people down. That is a big truck. And then along the sides, all these little areas where they put equipment. Again, axes for chopping things down, helmets, and all kinds of different things. Whatever you need on an emergency, there's all kinds of different neat equipment. So you need a big truck. And if you notice on this, you got the area where the driver is, and then there's another back door right there. And you can get more firemen in there to help out. So you can have like maybe 3 or 4, maybe even more people that are in there if you got a big crew and it's a big fire. So you probably have 1 or 2 up front and maybe 3 or 4 back there. So you can get a lot of people in there. There's the fire engine. There's the fire engine. Look at the fire engine. Red and white. And that one too. That one's got the front door. And then it's got more room so people can go open that up and get in there. So you have more people. If it's a big fire or big emergency, you can carry more firemen. Let's take a look. Let's take a close look at this big truck. There's a fire bell there. Looks like water for water hoses. You got your lights, your windshield. You got your siren lights, your sirens and your lights there. You got your rear view mirror, your front door. You got handles so you can climb up. So you can hold on and climb up. There's the tires. You got a nice polished, shiny chrome or aluminum rim right there. That's really fancy. Very fancy. You got your rear door here. Another handle. Then you've got all your adjustable equipment for the water. The pressure of the water, how fast it's going to come out of the hoses, how much water is still left or running through the hoses. There's some equipment for the fire hoses. Then you got these storage areas that you can get. Maybe there's oxygen, if you need to wear oxygen masks to get fresh air. Who knows what's in there? There's all kinds of neat stuff in there for emergencies. Let's see. Let's go here. What was the question on this page? Which truck comes when someone is hurt? Let's see. Well, the airport fire truck? Yeah, that if there's a big fire, people are hurting, but that one's to put out fires. The brush rig? Well, that one's to put out fires too. And then we got the paramedic truck. What did we say about that paramedic truck? Well, that's the one. That's the one. If you chose that one right there, that's the one that comes when someone is hurt. That's the one with the paramedics. They have all their equipment in there. And then let's look at this next page. Which truck can rescue people in a high building? Let's see. You pick the one here. Is it the fire chief's truck? Is it the police tow truck? Is it the fire engine? Can that get you from high places there, get you down? Or is it the aerial ladder truck? Well, if you pick the aerial ladder truck, you are right. That's the truck right there that rescues people if you're in a high building. Wow. All right. That was neat. Let's go here. Next page. Big trucks. Who loves big trucks? I do. These are great. Here's a big rig. You've seen those. Semi-truck, big rig. That pulls big heavy loads, maybe on a flatbed or in a container, all kinds of different ways, but that's a very, very big truck. You got your exhaust stacks, your rear view mirrors. There's some more rear view mirrors because a truck this big needs extra mirrors so you can see. You got the headlights. Look at that bumper, big chrome bumper. And that's the radiator. The air comes in there and it helps cool the hot water that cools the engine. The big diesel engine that's in there, you got to cool that. And so that radiator has water in it and areas for air to flow through and cool the water and cool the engine. And there's the windshields up there, some driving lights up there, marker lights. That is neat. Car transporter. Look at the car transporter. Look at how many cars there. We got trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4 on top and 2 on the bottom. That's 6. 6 vehicles being carried, and there's room for one more. So you get maybe 7 on that. Look at that. Stacks them. Too high. Really neat. Have you ever seen one of those driving around? These go to they'll carry vehicles to auto auctions and to dealerships, car and truck dealerships. These are the way that they transport new vehicles to auto dealerships. Those are really neat. And garbage trucks. Look at these garbage trucks. This looks like the garbage truck that they use at businesses, that they've got those big bins of garbage. They have these forks and they fold out. Right there, look at these forks that fold out and pick up these big bins and toss them right into the back. And then they crush it down so you can get more garbage in there. Those carry a lot of garbage. And look at this, the big fuel tanker. Look at that. That one right here, this one carries fuel, gasoline, diesel, and all those kind of things. Maybe other fluids too sometimes, but this one's for fuel. This is for gasoline or diesel that, you'd run your truck or car off of. And these go to gas stations, and they take these and they fill them all up. They have these release spouts right here, and they use hoses, and it basically puts them into these containers down underneath the gas station, and it fills them up, and then the gas station has fuel that they can sell to you, to your mom and dad, to people who need to drive, who need gas, who need fuel to get around town. And so that's how they get the gasoline and the fuel to gas stations. That's a big, big vehicle right there. Big semi-truck. Look at that tanker there. Look at how big that tank is. Look at all the many wheels here. Oh, back here, you got, I think they call these 18-wheelers because there's 18 wheels on them. You got 2 sets of tires just on one side. There's 4 tires just on this side on the rear. Okay, and let's see what the question is on this one. Which truck takes away your trash? Is it the big rig? Is it the car transporter? Is it the garbage truck? Is it the fuel tanker? Well, I think you know. It's the garbage truck. That takes away your trash. All right, let's see. Oh, look, the tipper truck. The tipper truck will hold dirt. And that may go away from a construction site with all the construction equipment. They load up dirt, and that moves the dirt, takes the dirt somewhere else. Look at that. Tips up. It's got a hydraulic lift, and it tips up the back of it, and the dirt slowly gets poured out the back. That has to be a big, strong, piece of equipment to carry all that weight and then lift it up and dump it out. There's a freight truck. That's a semi-truck. And that right in the back, that's a sleeper cab. So the driver can actually, when he's going maybe to a different state, or maybe even across the country, wherever he is. And he'll stay in there and go to bed. He'll sleep. He can drive a certain amount of hours, but then he has to get off the road and sleep. And in the very back there, he can actually just go through his cab inside there, and he'll have a bed, and there'll be a TV, and there'll be a little refrigerator, a microwave, and a couple spots for 2 drivers to sleep in there. That's really neat. See the big bumper, the radiator, smokestacks. And there is where all the freight is. Right in that trailer. All kinds of stuff gets shipped around in the back of a trailer like that. You got going shopping at a store. Well, it probably got there by a freight truck. Most certainly did. Most stores have to have a loading dock in an area so a truck like this can get in and drop off all the product and inventory they're going to be selling, and it all goes in the back of that truck right there. That's how things get delivered. And there's the concrete mixer. And that is a very big truck. And the concrete mixer, again, a real big truck. But in the back here, they throw in concrete, add water, and this big barrel spins round and round, and it mixes it as he's driving to the job site. And it keeps it so that it doesn't harden up, so that it doesn't, become concrete. So he's got to keep this moving. And then he gets there at the job site, and he stops, and then he has this there's an area right here. It's basically it's an area, spout area that he can add on to all these little pieces right here that the concrete will move out of, and maybe he's doing a driveway. And so the concrete comes out of here and it goes down these in a long file. They put them all together. They piece them together. And it just comes out of there and goes down on the ground, and then the workers spread it all out, and then they work on it and smooth it all out. And that's how you get concrete sidewalks, concrete driveways, the foundations for buildings, the concrete, that's on the bottom of, the floor in stores and buildings. It all gets here. It all gets to wherever it's going with this big concrete mixer truck. Big jobs, you'll need a lot of trucks on there. They'll have trucks come in all day pouring concrete. If it's a small job, maybe a driveway, maybe you're having a driveway done in front of a new house, or maybe your parents want to add on to their driveway, it might take one of these trucks. And there we go. That is the end of the book right there. My Big Truck Book. Let's see though. Did we answer all those questions? Well, there was the easy one. Which truck mixes concrete? Well, I think we know. We just ended up on that one, and that's the concrete mixer truck. One of my favorites. That's a great truck. And there it is. My Big Truck Book. If you love trucks, I hope you love this book. This is a great book. Lots of great trucks. And keep an eye out for them when you're outside and you're out looking around and you're